Welcome everyone to another low-level sorter, at least Linux distribution, open source work and packaging, unit testing. Not unit, just testing. Here with our T2 system development environment, mostly raw, except where needed to be patched to actually freaking work TM. And today Rust 164 is out. Just yesterday we were looking into that due to the latest LVM version, which we updated to, and we thought it will be released next week or so, but here it is, which is amazing. Ironically, just when I spent an extra 30 minutes to cherry pick the patches needed to build the 163 version of Rust with LVM 15. I had actually tested that, but now we can test that as well. So let's test build it in a second. So what is new? Of course, we don't use Rust up, but our Linux distribution packaging and cross-compiling infrastructure. Enhancing await and info future stabilizes, also Rust stable and borrow checker and stuff, but hey, now it's more stable or stabilizes. Into future trade, similar to into iterator, rather than for ellipses in loops into future changes how await works with that detail there for the await keyword. Certainly lots of other interesting and amazing stuff like C compatible FFI standing for foreign function interface types in core and alloc for calling into C ABIs. Rust analyzer now available with Rust up, which we don't care at all because we have proper Linux distribution with package management, cargo improvements, workspace inheritance, multi-target builds, probably nothing that we really need, stabilized APIs, future, num, non-zero, and surrounding stuff. Some Unix process command extension stuff. Actually, we need to downdate that for a second because I forgot to commit the previous version. Let's do that quickly, although we could have just the patches there because as I mentioned, had those patches. Wait a second, which patch was that here? Actually, I forgot about that one. But I tested this with that, so let's better rename that to hotfix LVM 0, I guess. Let's commit that because that is what I tested and we are professionals, so we want to version that. And then just to delete it instantly again. But that is life of Fullstack Engineer. Live on this channel and update this again. This will of course be fast because it is cached now. Actually, the check something might. Oh no, it was recompression, right? Ah, yeah. So then let's instantly test build that. That would be completely fresh build here of Rust C and cargo. And of course, I think the only other except cargo user that is Firefox. And have that build the both here for the views. So given our embarrassingly parallel epic thread wrapping bootstrap from scratch build, we will have that result in 30 minutes. Some 6 minutes Rust here, building it twice for cross-compiler and Canadian cross. Plus Firefox, which is probably, was it around 15 or so, so yeah. And the setting is Ryzen 7000 series Zen 4 will only help with that 40%, making that from probably 25 to, will it be, actually, you know what, let's compute that for the fun of it. So if we have, let's say that builds in 2 times 6 plus, what did I say? Is it 20? Yeah, at least something of that sort. That would actually be quite a sizable gain. Let's maybe for the fun of it check how long that build for Firefox. So it is in seconds, isn't it? Or wait a second, oh no, this is, oh darn, this is actually useless. That is all cores, this is like seconds or so, but over all cores and stuff. I think here we have the wall clock time, 15 minutes. What did I compute with? 15, it was pretty spot on, building this stuff for a while. So our target and patches and stuff applied, so probably that should most likely build. Yeah, if the LVM stuff that usually failed quickly within the either seconds and then some minutes, so that probably supports LVM. And as a bonus, we will make another live stream, because actually I wanted to go live with something else, and then Rust 164 is out. So obviously had to package and test that, because what I actually wanted to do, so that also means we will have an even more amazing release, or October release. Which, by the way, what is the answer to live thing? Was it 42 or 42, of course? So that probably means the next T2 release, for reasons, will be named 42, obviously. So code name 42, right? Obviously we stick to sane version numbers, so that will be 22.10 for this October, codename 42, because obviously, and because T2 is in this amazing shape as it never was before. And there's one more thing, obviously, which I wanted to go live for, which is not only have we expanded our architecture support from 24 build variants plus, or 25, counting some x32 and stuff. So it's not like, it's not 26 architectures, it's like 23 or so, because we built AMD 64 3 times, regular 64, x32 and Musel, obviously. And we will have one more thing. I did this before, like a year and 2 years before, the GNU-less, at least mostly, no binutils in GCC, and instead LVM Clang. And I had this sort of build, except grub and Linux kernel. So this is Linux kernel supposed to be mostly there or stuff. But I want to redo that again. So let's end the live stream here. Let's actually take a quick look there. It's still building. I have high hopes that it hopefully, thumbs pressed and fingers crossed and stuff, that this builds. Let's end that here for all those viewers who wanted that summary. Also, actually, I mean, yeah, 25 minutes, right? We will only know in 20 minutes if Firefox will build with that. But the one last thing is actually refixing GCC or FSF, GCC less, binutils less, GNU less, well, except core utils. But major build tool chain components. And let's do this live stream, which will obviously be longer than this short announcement, and work on LLVM Clang again, which will be mostly, will be a little bit error prone stuff. So people there in the audience like Rust, of course, and hello there. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you learned something. Not only that Rust is out, and 42 is the answer to life or so, right? But also that keeping all this stuff building is quite a bit of work. And if you don't want to do it again, you find T2 there. Oh, by the way, I was toying with, actually, all right here. I said it before, I never quite liked that little, do we even have the T2 logo there? A little bit messing with, if you remember, if you recognize what homage to what other operating system that is, was doing some quick, not yet sure, leave in the comments below if you like the T2 logo more than the quick hack we have since 15 years. So that's for this video. Just Jack likes the new logo, happy to hear that. Maybe I tuned it, so this is aligned here, but visually I understand this visual alignment, which actually I think also in Apple's design stuff, sometimes stuff is not 100% aligned due to here this circular balance, overshoot, whatever the exact terms for that is. So maybe I try to tweak it a little bit more for a little bit even better. I'm not saying this is final, maybe it's just a logo for a year, or I don't know, just some random, I guess, IBM counts viewers for that, can they? Anyway, let's end that here for the YouTube algorithm and viewer stuff and do another LLVM Clangless, LLVM Clang only GNU-less live stream that's so far building, although it's probably LTOing, right? Recurring theme here of might only take a while of Avi, hello. Yeah, and that is why I wanted turbo boosting Ryzen 7000 and not a Threadripper, not only to save money, but that is at times LTO things. Oh yeah, that was awesome. At times LTOing for 6 minutes or so. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Hope to see you in a minute, and as always, see you next time.